Hey, I'm Steve Vignanti here in El Paso, Texas at MSD headquarters. For over 40 years, MSD has been driving innovation. Now, the earlier efforts were mostly in the world of the ignition system, the probe billet distributor, the two-step rev limiter, the 6AL, all of the X and plug wires and coils that have been available for, over 40 years. But during all these years, the MSD R&D people have been working on other projects. Most recently, of course, the MSD Atomic EFI system, and even now, something even newer, the DynaForce line of rotating electronic components for under the hood. We're talking now about alternators and starter motors, which improve on existing technologies and prove that MSD continues to lead the way in innovation. Let's take a closer look. There are two families of DynaForce alternators, the street version and the race version. Let's start talking with the street ones. Of course, they're available in 4 different finishes. There's an as-cast satin finish, polished chrome, and black powder coat. Now, these all deliver 160 amps of output, and down low at idle, roughly 60 to 80 amps. And here's the problem with stock alternators. Why do you need to upgrade? Well, most cars built in the muscle car days, and even just standard vehicles, have between 40 and 60 amps maximum output from the stock alternator. That's not so bad if the car is stock, but if you've modified your car, maybe with the addition of electronic fuel injection, or perhaps air suspension, where you have a compressor you have to keep running to manipulate your air pressure, or perhaps cooling fans, even a big stereo, what will happen soon is that the alternator will be overtaxed and you won't keep your battery up to snuff if you have those electronic components running. You'll never have that problem with these alternators. Another great detail is that these have one-wire connections. You go right to your positive on your battery and that's it, minimal wiring required. Other details include a blueprinted assembly process which ensures superior operation and longevity. Every unit is delivered with a proof of performance, we might call it a report card, that shows exactly how much output your unit has. Each features a dual-plane balanced rotor assembly for high RPM precision and reliability. The stator and the rotor are electrically balanced during assembly for optimum performance, and they're designed for maximum output at idle through high RPM. And best of all, they're made in the United States with absolutely no recycled or refurbished parts. Okay, so MSD has the street scene covered very well, but of course, MSD is also a hard hitter on the racetrack with lots of victories under its belt. That's why they've also released the race-only version of the DynaForce alternator. This one here in the front is great for circle track applications, and again, on low-content vehicles, basically no power windows. We're talking about race cars. This one's a 50-amp unit. It's lightweight, and for drag race applications, this is the 100-amp unit. Again, these both feature one-wire installation, an attractive red powder coat finish, and again, they're lighter and can be operated with 12 or 16 volt electrical systems. You simply turn a rotary switch on the back and you can toggle between 12 or 16 volts. It's really convenient. With the DynaForce alternators keeping the battery charged, now we can think about the starter motor. Now, stock starter motors are good, but in many cases with big cubic inch motors on hot days, they heat soak and you wind up going, "Arr." That's never good, especially when they just called your cars to class to run. Not good. Well, the DynaForce starters are available for use on street or strip. They do both jobs, and they'll crank over the biggest engine with a whole bunch of compression on the hottest day. There's no problem at all with these things cranking over a big block 4th of July, getting ready for the next round of the drags. These will do it for you. The 3.4 horsepower motor and 4.4 to 1 gear reduction unit improve torque for maximum cranking on even the biggest engine. For high strength and long life, there are ball bearings supporting the armature and pinion gear. Each solenoid is nickel plated and actually blueprinted during assembly to ensure fast release and maximum efficiency. The body is powder-coated MSD red so all your buddies know exactly what you have. It looks good and resists chips. And the DynaForce starter includes a billet mounting block which can be clocked to allow you to rotate the starter motor assembly to clear headers or suspension parts on your particular application. And for all you guys running magnetos, we all know that you can't spin that crank fast enough. The magnetos just take more speed to crank up and fire. Well, MSD offers the optional high-speed DynaForce starter which spins the crank up to 25% faster than the already fast standard DynaForce. So between the DynaForce alternators and starters, you can have an MSD quality from start to finish.